Can you see it?
Not yet.
I hear you. Pennington. Have you returned, Captain? At long last, will you free me?
What happens if we do?
Crawl and climb and knock, and the captain will taste his own medicine.
You're Deborah, right? Pennington had you arrested and clapped you in chains.
A broken heart, locked away, forgotten, down in the dark. Lift the heavy chains from her, free me.
If we do, will you talk with us?
Chit-chat, eh?
Here it comes. Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her.
Bad timing.
Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her.
Lift these chains from me!
Shite, this is useless.
It's coming after anything standing in its way.
Get this next time.
I can see the weaker links. The chains are coming undone. This is your chance. So close. Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her. Overhead, the roof is crumbling.
Damn it!
The chains are coming undone. This is your chance. Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her.
Release her!
So long I feel alive.
Where did you go? I'll free you once I've taken care of them. Where did you go?
Come on, Ray!
sheep.
Let me go right now! Let me out!
Damn it!
Where did you go?
Come on, Red! Hogging all the fun.
These chains from me!
Get this next time.
They will know the pain! They will know the pain!
I can see the weaker links. Call on me, Red.
The darkness equals to me!
I can see the weaker links.
Bad timing.
You are all to blame for this!
Call on me, Red. Find me!
The darkness devours me. It's me.
Give me a sign. Come at me. I'll beat you all.
she? Lead me to you!
Over here. I can help.
Suffer like I suffered!
I can see the weaker links.
You are all to blame for this!
I'm right here.
It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn.
Deborah.
I've had enough minds for a lifetime. Can we go now? What was that thing?
A puppeteer. Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian especially. The miners were wronged, but Pennington's dereliction of Deborah is what caused all this. So what now?
Pennington had Deborah locked up screaming. When she was dead, he ignored her. He's a disgrace.
But Helen Priest is enthralled to a trickster spirit. She can't be trusted either.
Well, eventually, we'll get to take sides.
What is it?
The rush after the fight. It'll pass.
It's Sebastian, isn't it? You know I'm me, right? That I'm no puppet.
Aye.
Do you, though?
Aye. My head may say different, but I know it in my heart. Fresh air, at last.
You did well down there, young man.
Thank you, Master.
Stay exactly where you are.
What do you hope to gain?
I'll bring back a little discipline for a start.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
In fear you dither while folk die. Soldiers will not long stay loyal to a coward.
I do not fear a future already written. The die is cast. I dither not. I hold, and watch the end unfold.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stopped rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
You accused a woman of witchcraft. If it were not slander, why can you not face her?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Sebastian's sway over Helen is dangerous. If she takes charge, so does he. But Pennington is depraved and merits no saving. What's your thinking?
I have faith in Helen Priest. Step down, Captain. Perhaps you may begin to wash your guilt away.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. You failed, Captain. As an officer, as a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs. How Marif, how Gunjaw.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
When is a man seen and done too much? As a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done. So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue, and for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
They know no better. They know only fear and hate what they cannot understand.
Especially when a woman is involved.
It matters not now anyway.
A woman died for nothing and it matters not?
What matters is what we do now. Which wrong we set right.
I've taught you well. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. No, I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah. And then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea, I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to this stupid bloody island. Antea? Please tell me you're here.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You were not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
I am doing my best, my love.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Well, easy there.
This'll only take a moment. See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
Strange how I barely knew Ceridian, yet feel like I've lost someone deeply important. Onwards.
You have my thanks, Miss Duarte.
Much obliged, Sir McWraith.
Where are you, you wee witch? How can she find anything in this mess?
Is that really what's important right now?
She draws well. Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace, and where to find her.
Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one. Shall we dance then? I'm right here, you know.
With us. Shite's tough and done. Won't you?
If this spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Where are you? Where have you gone? What news from the woods? Is anyone alive?
No news yet on that front.
Then I'll ask you to keep looking.
There are things I need.
We may have some little surplus, if it be of use.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Goodbye to you for...
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find the hut.
Get back up. That's not good.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
It's faded with age. Hard to know what it was for. Air is foul and foul is fair. There's a lot of fog down there.
Follow my lead. This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home?
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet. Change targets. Tormented first.
Try this on for size. Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Spectral traces. Something's up with Helen.
Banishers. Excuse the clatter.
I've seen worse. Good day to you, Helen.
I did not count on seeing you two again. I take it you've returned for a reason?
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
How was their relationship?
I believe it was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Not to my knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive Banisher friends, is all I know about the matter.
Things have been feverish round here, to say the least. Are you bearing up?
As well as can be expected.
How well is that exactly?
People are dying for no apparent reason, and this godforsaken fort dangles out over the edge of the world, cut off from everywhere. I fight so the stockade stays standing. The ship is wrecking, but I was called to be captain. I hold the wheel. So yes, Banisher, I am bearing up as well as can be expected.
You miss Sebastian.
Every waking moment. Count your blessings, Banisher, for they are
Could his husk still be present? It will be drawn to you.
No, it could not.
Something is present. Something weighs on you.
I'm busy, Banishers. Busy means tired, that's all.
I've mail for the fort. The messenger didn't make it. But I'm glad to make his delivery for him.
Mail? From who?
I don't know. Family? Friends? They seem to come from outside New Eden.
Ah, from before. They could be good for morale, or they could ruin it. Well, thank you.
We'll look into...
If you feel the need, then sure.
Grace was right in front of us all along. I barely recognize her.
Let's find her. Lammy should be able to help us with the ritual. No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
As a community, we can do better.
Failed. Well, ho there. What a pleasant surprise.
Where are you off to?
Far build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I.
Leaving sounds right to me, if these people learn from...
They repent, Mistress Duarte. A new start.
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not...
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismage? Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you...
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared, which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your own...
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. This Seeker. Is she Grace?
We think she's Grace.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with this.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how...
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book, and...
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo.
That's just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in...
We overheard you.
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. I don't even know where to start.
I'd speak of past mistakes and how they show you the way to a better future.
That might
Are things that bad?
Tell the truth, I don't write. They don't trust me. They tell me nothing, and when they do, they're probably... And without the wards... In fact, they already have. Spectres walk. If you can bring people peace... Well, I doubt they'll be grateful.
We've helped where we...
Thank you. Perhaps you... I need an ending. A high note on which to finish. I was thinking of...
Does your speech to your people. Trust yourself.
That could work. Yeah, with the added spice of your profound wisdom. I have faith that this speech will bring... Could you tell Grace?
Once we found her. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well. As though I had not died. I'm dead. And I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all. But you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know. But it still felt that way.
You have my thanks, Miss Duarte.
Much obliged, Sir McWraith.
Once you've revealed the routes, I'll destroy them. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty. We miss a few.
pass at all. Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it. This looks like Limey's stuff, only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Gotta keep this up.
Can I join in too?
Where'd you go, you wee bastard? You got this, man. Time for me to shine. Hey! Get back here now!
Move it! I'm right here. going to attack.
There's a hand. Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
You go, you wee bastard!
Where do you think you're going?
You go, you wee bastard! Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Hey! Get back here now! You go, you wee bastard! Aye.
Can't outrun a ghost. Crows answer its call. Where do you think you're going? Move, Red.
They brought more friends.
It's about to strike. It's going all out.
Did we miss a few?
It's up to no good.
Got another trick up your sleeve.
Crows incoming. Running away, are we? Almost there.
That thing moves like a shot.
Can I join in too? Watch out! Spectre possession!
Did you see that?
Let's follow it.
Piss off! That's not good.
Standing by. I think a way to... up there.
Back to me! Please, I am lost without you.
Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
It must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
With that,
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
on the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do.